Spring is just around the corner, and as it usually goes, I am ready to work on a few cleaning and organizing projects, redecorating, and even starting on some springtime gardening. I am a seasonal cleaner. Not in the sense that I only clean once every season, obviously, but my drive for deeper cleaning, purging, organizing, all of that happens with the change of the seasons. Nothing feels better than opening up the windows on an early spring day and ridding the house of any last winter greenery. That's what I've been doing. Changing the bedding, cleaning the walls, the windows, wiping down as many surfaces as I can, and filling the house with the scent of a new season gives life to our home. I take it room by room sometimes, coming back to the same room a few times if needed. I will decorate room by room as I clean it, but then come back and add different flowers or different linens as the season progresses. Today, though, we are in the living room. I'm working on my books, switching over from some of my Christmas and my winter books into my springtime books that I have sitting out. I am also working around the wood stove, getting it nice and clean, and working on my craft cabinet that sits behind our couch. I had decided that some of my soap making supplies that normally stays in the kitchen, it would be better fitted to be stored in the craft cabinet. So I'm moving the photos that are already stored here and moving over my oils, my coloring powders, and my soap molds, all of the things that I use for soap and body care. They are going to go in the craft cabinet now. Up top, I have my fabric, my sewing machines, and I still need to get to organizing that, but that is for another day. Then in the next drawer down, I have other various craft supplies like crochet, paints, hot glue supplies, things of that nature. And then all of the soap making and body care products in the bottom. I really love having a hutch like this for storage, and if we had more walls to fit them, I would have several for various things around the house, but we are in an open floor plan home, and so we just don't have the wall space for it. I am also spending some time reworking our bedroom. Now this is to better fit our needs with a 7-month-old baby. I moved the rocking chair that I had in the corner, and it had a little stool with it. I moved that out into the living room because I just wasn't using it in here anymore. It was kind of tucked in the corner behind the crib, and it just was not getting used. And I pushed the crib back to the back wall. It moved it further from the window, which it still is near the window, but not as bad. This will help with the longer days that we are having and my little Jack Riley sleep schedule. One of my favorite flowers to grow are roses, and I know that I'm not alone in this. This year I am adding 2 different roses, a total of 3 bushes, into my front garden area. One of these is the Lady Gardener from David Austin, and I am so excited to have a David Austin bare root rose bush, and I plan to add several more. Keith got this one for me for Valentine's Day. It's a pretty peach colored rose. I'm so excited and I want to add more.
Why did you say? Because I gave it to
Oh, did you? There's chickens all in the yard. I see all the chickens in the yard.
All day. Don't sleep it all day at our house. And all day.
I'm also adding 2 white American Beauties beside our front steps. They're going on either side, and I had a little helper help me to get these planted.
Now spread your fingers like this. Okay. Spread them out as far as you can.
Let's see those gardening gloves, sister.
Is that Paw Patrol?
Hi. You can dig
go.
this hole for Mama?
Yeah.
Yeah, rake that in there. Can you talk to your mama? Say da 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 da. This is Eversweet. That is Sequoia. I wanted to add a fresh layer of mulch on my beds this year. We opted for this natural colored cedar mulch, and I really like how it looks. Plus, it will help with moisture and weed control and all of those lovely things. And it just gives a very finished look to the beds. I also planted some strawberries in here, so it's going to help hold in that moisture.
Is that your baby? Tashi.
Go, stop it.
To go with my spring cleaning, I showed making this rose cleaner in a previous video, and it did work great, but I wanted to change up a few things to make it a little more versatile, but also just a little more pleasant to use. And so I got this idea from Hillary at Old World Home. I watch her videos all the time. I get very inspired by her. And I don't believe that this is the exact recipe that she used, but I think it's pretty close. Half water, half vinegar. I am also adding in some cornstarch for scrubbing power. This is what I got from Hillary. This is the best cleaner I have tried. I even took some over to my mom to try, and we are just convinced that this is our new go-to. We are calling it our homemade Mrs. Myers, and now we have multiple other scents going. Getting that sourdough starter up that Mama had stuck on here.
You are going to break it. You are going to break this.
No, it's okay. They are getting bigger. One of the first outdoor signs of spring are the daffodils popping up. Now in our town, we live in a very small town, but we will see them all over the place a few weeks before ours on our property start to bloom. So we knew they were coming and we were anticipating ours to bloom. My daughter was so excited to pick some. We were just waiting. We have them spread throughout our orchard and we want to continue to add more, but we have them in our orchard, and then we have a little collection or bunch of daffodils planted that my grandmother had planted on this property before she passed away. And so that's what we're picking here. An afternoon outdoor time for some floral arranging and soaking up a little sun is definitely in order on a warm spring day. Now, I shared that I was reorganizing my soap making supplies and my skincare supplies. I have been really inspired to make many of my skincare and makeup products lately. Today, I am making a lotion with SPF. So in a double boiler, I am adding tallow and a liquid oil and a little beeswax, and I'm melting it down. And then once it is melted and cooled a bit, I am adding in vitamin E, some raw local honey, and some non-nano zinc oxide, and then whipping it into a lotion. Now what I like about this is I can use it anywhere. I can use it on my face, on my body. I can use it on my kids. The non-nano zinc oxide helps with diaper rashes, and of course the oils and the tallow and all of that does too. Then the beeswax makes it just a touch waterproof, and this has just been another win as far as a homemade product goes that I'm adding to my collection. We are very pleased with it. It has worked wonders. My son even broke out with a little rash on his belly, and so I have been rubbing him down with this, and it is taking care of that rash. Another sign of spring is an abundance of eggs from our chickens. I just told my mom today that one of the things that makes having chickens worth it is that we have the luxury of making egg-heavy treats come springtime. I think we all know that groceries in general have been expensive the last little bit of time, eggs in particular, and so right now having chickens is just so exciting. Sure, preserving eggs is important, and here I am water glassing some because we do that. But what we love and what makes this just very fun and seasonal is having the abundance of fresh eggs for things like deviled eggs, custards and puddings and pies, and many other treats that make spring so special. We do, though, have so many that some get sold and some are preserved for winter baking, and I love that too. Just based on this video alone, you will see that I have a lot of hobbies. Some weeks I do them all, and some weeks I do none of them. This week apparently was one that I did them all. Baking is at the top of that list of hobbies that I enjoy, and I'm actually finding that it is one of my daughters too. Now I know she's only 3, so this could change with time, but for now I'm getting her in the kitchen as much as I can. We had an event for our women's group that I talk about a lot on here, and we needed to make up some cookies and a pie to donate. I am starting with a sourdough pie crust. I like to make mine in the blender or the food processor, and mine even has a setting for doughs. I just add my flour, salt, sugar, give it a little pulse, add in some cubed butter, pulse again, usually until it's pea-sized or just broken up, and then I add in some starter until it comes together. Now ideally, you would ferment this and it would go into the fridge for several days to fully ferment before rolling and baking. Anything that you want to keep it cold, so something that's not like bread, I won't leave out on the counter, but I will put it directly in the fridge and leave it for several days usually to get the full fermentation out of it. It just takes longer. Now our church and our community love anything lemon, so we decided on sourdough buttermilk lemon cookies. These were so delicious with the twang from not only the sourdough but also the lemon juice and lemon zest. I will be putting the printable version of this recipe on the blog soon, but I'm wanting to tweak a few things before then so that I give you the best version possible. Turn it, roll it. That helps get all the juice out. Do you see how soft Mama's is? Okay. Oh, don't drop it. Well, you have to wait. I have to cut it. Okay, now watch this. I'll just slice in that, and then we'll go like this.
I like jelly. Yum.
Here you, Bubba. Cream this first. We didn't get our measuring. We're going to do 2 cups of sugar. Good job. Okay, set that here. Turn that on. Good job.
I got it.
It's getting goody.
Yeah.
Good. A cup of buttermilk. Oh, turn it down. Did you get splashed? Okay.
Yeah.
And then dump that in. Good.
What is that?
That's lemon juice. No, let Mama do it. That's nice. Good. Dump it in. Don't get too close. Okay, now let Mama do this. Look. Yeah. Okay.
Are we done?
Almost. Is it good? Is it lemony? That's pretty good. I'm adding the lemons I used for this to a jar with some vinegar to make another cleaner, a lemon version. I love that a lot of my leftovers or things that we already have, whether they're leftover or we just keep them on hand in the house, can create something both beautiful and functional, and many of these things come out of our very own garden. Now back to our pie. This was a blueberry pie, so I added frozen blueberries into a boiler, and I added sugar, a pinch of salt, some lemon juice, and a little flour to thicken it, and I just cooked it all down until it was thick enough for a pie filling. I just eyeballed it. Pinch of salt. While this cooked down, I worked on rolling out my crust. I opted for a lattice crust on top, so half of my crust was cut into strips. Hang on, baby. Okay. I added the filling to the unbaked crust, topped it with some butter, and then added the lattice on top.
Gotta please one. So pretty.
There. I rolled and folded over the edges, then crimped them. I could bake pies all day long. I really do love making pies almost more than bread.
Okay, can I do it?
Let Mama do the first one, okay? I'll do it up here. And then you're gonna go flop. Don't come out. Okay. Let Mama do this part and then I'll let you scoop them out.
Okay, can I do it by myself? Yeah, because I really want to do it. Wait.
Do it right there. Use that. Squeeze. Okay, good job. I wanted to add some kind of frosting to our lemon cookies to make them just a little more special. They are very delicious with just a powdered sugar sifted on top or sprinkled on top, but a frosting kind of makes them just a little more special. I added lemon juice, lemon zest, melted butter, and powdered sugar to a bowl and mixed it until it was as thick as I wanted it to be. And then I just swirled it on with a spoon. These sold out. In all, we donated a farm sampler basket with sourdough bread, soap, eggs, and apple butter. And then we also donated the pie and the cookies. We had a wonderful time and had so much fun with our women's group and the local community.
I look like Papa. Because I took out one of these. And Papa got a cooked with it. And Papa did one of these that cooked.
Did your sister give you some crackers? Hi. Did sister give you crackers?